Great morning. It is Friday, February 8th, I believe. Is it the 8th? Yes, February 8th. So let's see what we have on the cards of the day today. What are they going to share today? Okay, I'm going to look. And just see what it has to say on this card, because I'm not familiar with this one. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. First one we have is the sun. So I'm just going to read this. It's a beautiful card. Haven't seen that one before. You know, it's interesting how you can get a lot of the same cards over and over and over again. And then every now and again you get a new one. New one that pops in there. And then it starts in a different cycle, it seems. Okay, so this is saying the sun's acknowledged by many cultures as the foremost masculine force. In other traditions, it's seen as feminine in her full power. Either way, it is the most brilliant light for all beings and allows life to sprout from the dark, feminine earth. It can be gentle and warming close to sunrise or sunset, fall or winter, or it can be destructive as in its zenith during a scorching summer. Have you been hibernating? Have you been introspective? It's time to come out of your cave and savor the life-giving light of our star. The sun rekindles your passion and your creative energy. Life is calling you to shine your light and add your lightness and humor and to the seriousness around you. Get out and play. It says also, have you been shining your light for too long? Remember that daylight is only one half of the day. The night must have its equal time. And she offers us her gifts as well. Be careful not to be blinded by your light or the light of others. Do not become enamored with yourself or worship others. Beware of your shadow. Revel in your midday glory, but do not be afraid of the waning of the light at dusk. Okay. So that's what it says about this card. The sun. But let's look how it has to do with the reading. The sun, we have the sun first. Then we have the beaver card. Lay a solid foundation. Okay. And last but not least, we have the card of time. So is it time for you to start a new project? Okay. Is it time for you to start a new project? If it is time to start a new project, if it's something you're working on, make sure that you have a great foundation in place. Or maybe it's going to take time you know, that you're already in the midst of something that, again, takes time to have a good foundation in place. So it's time to, when I see the sun, I'm saying, you know, looking at it, you know, maybe it's time to start coming out and being more productive, or to look at the situation more clearly in the light of day, okay, rather than in fantasy land. So a lot of times for me, the sun represents, you know, shining light on a situation, really looking to see what it holds and what it doesn't. But if you've decided it is time for you to move forward with something in your life, make sure, such an important part, that you have a good foundation in place so everything doesn't build up, you know, and you don't have a good foundation in place and it's going to crumble. Okay? So whatever it is you do, make sure to look at it in the light of day, not just in fantasy mode, but also be realistic in what you're doing. Also, the sun can also represent, for me, being positive, having some positivity, you know. So be positive, get up and move. Time for growth. Sun brings growth as well. Time to bring some growth, but make sure that you do it with a good foundation. Don't do it too quickly, because then again you may be finding yourself in the midst of something that's not going to fly. Okay, so slow but steady is the way. Look at things realistically, make a good foundation, and go forward step by step by step. Okay, thanks for tuning in. I hope you're having a great morning. It is chilly here this morning. Let me see. Hey Siri, what's the temperature?
It's 37 degrees outside.
Oh yeah, it's a balmy 37 here this morning. Let me turn up the heat just a little bit more. It's great while the heat's on, but then the heat turns off and it gets cool in here very rapidly. Okay, so I'm going to take this time to get my jacket on and stay a little toasty warmer. And as soon as I get a little light outside, which it's not yet, it's still pitch black out, I'll be hitting the road. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. If there's a reading that you want to see done, question you have, let me know. Put it in the comments. Thanks for tuning in. I hope everyone's having a great Friday, and I will see you online. Aho.